Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jordan. I'm a breakup coach. And when a breakup happens, the person that dumps you, they've been thinking about leaving you and ending the relationship for quite a while, for a pretty long time. Who knows how long exactly, but it's something that's been going through their head for quite some time. That feeling that they've been having about wanting to end the relationship starts getting bigger and bigger. It starts to pile up on top of each other and it starts to compound to where negativity in the relationship starts getting worse and worse. And then slowly over time, they start to lose attraction and interest for you. When that is happening, when they start to lose the attraction and they start to lose the interest, they think to themselves, why am I even in this relationship anymore? Why am I putting my energy into this relationship if I'm not completely happy or I have thoughts about it ending? And when they do that, when they start to think those things, they usually end up asking for space first. They are having the feeling of relief. They would feel relieved to be out of their relationship right now. This is exactly what happened to me during my first breakup. She wanted space at first. She wanted space and it hit me like a ton of bricks. When that person told you that they want space, it hurt you, right? It hit you like a ton of bricks. You didn't know why. It came out of the blue. You were confused. You thought everything was good. These are the exact thoughts that I had going through my head when she first told me that she wanted space. I was, however, oblivious to the fact that she was losing attraction and she was losing interest for me. I didn't know what was going on or why she was feeling this way or, what was happening in our relationship. And I'm sure you've probably had the same kind of feelings go through your mind. When the dumper asks you for space, you need to just give them space. This is what I failed at. I didn't give her space and the time to be away from me when she wanted the space and figure out what she wanted. So when they ask you for space, you need to just let them go. You need to give them the space. You need to give them the time and the distance and the space away from you. They need to wonder about you. You need to go into no contact immediately when they ask for space or if they just straight up end the relationship. When you go into no contact and you give them that time and you give them, that freedom to be away from you and you're not chasing them and you're not over pursuing them and begging them to come back to you, they're going to slowly start to wonder about you because they're not hearing from you. When they ask for the space or if their relationship is already ended, and you do not give them that time away from you, that distance, that time to miss you, and time to feel your loss, either the relationship is going to end when they're in the space away from you and you're not leaving them alone. They're just going to end the relationship. Or if the relationship is already ended, you're just going to kill the chances and kill the attraction of having them come back to you because you're not leaving them alone. You're not giving them the space. You're not giving them the time to wonder about you and think about what you're doing. If you do give them the space, you do give them the time and the distance away from you, whether the relationship is ended or you are just giving each other space, the more you do that, the more you leave them alone, the more you just let them be and give them that distance and you go into no contact, eventually they will start to be curious about you. That's going to spark the interest for you inside of their head and they're going to be wondering about you. It's going to get them thinking about what you're doing, who you're with, are you interacting with someone, why hasn't this person reached out to me, are they moving on, did they let me go already? These are the thoughts that are slowly going to start to come into their head. I would say about 95% of people can't walk away from a relationship, and I used to be part of that 95%. When I went through my first breakup, I could not walk away from the relationship. I could not let go of this person. Like I was, when someone can't walk away from a relationship, it's because they're too fearful, they're scared, they're too attached to the person that they were in a relationship with, and they think that there's no one else out there, there's no one else better that's out there, and they're never going to find someone else. There's a belief that you tell yourself and that you input into your brain consistently, telling yourself that there is no one else out there, that there isn't anyone better out there for you, and that you won't be able to find anyone else. These are all the things that I used to tell myself as well. But the truth is, that's just not reality. There's plenty of people out there. There is someone better out there. That belief does come from the emotions that you're feeling during the breakup, because going through a breakup is an emotional thing, right? There are powerful emotions that come with dealing with a breakup, especially if you were the one that didn't want the relationship to end. So I understand if you're feeling that way or you believe those things, that there isn't anyone better out there and that you can't find anyone else. But you need to understand that's not reality, and that's just the emotions and the struggle and the hurt and the pain that you're dealing with right now. Right now, your dumper or your ex is thinking that they need to just get out of the relationship. They need to remove themselves and they need to go be on their own and do their own thing. For there to be any chance of you getting them back, for there to be any chance of the attraction coming back and the interest, you need to get them curious about you. That is the key. That is the place that you want to be. You need to have them be curious about you and wonder about you. Right now, you are in a state of fear and sadness, right? You are grieving, you're hurting, you're in pain emotionally because you miss this person and you want to be with this person, but they don't want to be with you. And right now, they're in a state of neutrality and relief because they're out of the relationship that they didn't want to be in anymore. They're on their own, they're doing their own thing. That is where you need to be. You need to be in that state of neutrality and courage and relief. And the only way that you can get there is by going into no contact, by leaving them be, by giving them that time and space to miss you and to think about you. That is the only way to get them back. That is the only way to get through this. You have to get them to that curiosity stage. You have to have the courage to let them go, to walk away, to move on from the relationship and accept that it is over right now. You have to move on with your life. You have to start improving yourself, improving your life, becoming a better version of yourself. And when they come back around, when they come back, you've let them go. You've had the courage to, just let it be, move on with your life and accept it. And they come back, you're a better person. You're a better version of yourself. You're not as negative when you guys talk about the relationship. You're just talking about how your life has improved, what you're doing, and they're curious about you right now. That is the only way that you're going to have a chance of reattracting them. If you want to get them back, your focus needs to be on getting them to that curiosity stage, and now you know how to do that. Simply start by getting your emotions intact and getting your life together and having that courage that we just talked about. If you did make it through the video, I really appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe button right down below. And if you are going through a breakup right now, or you are struggling with your relationship in any way, go down to the link in the description below, book a coaching call with me there, and we will work through it and you will become a better person because of it. I will see you in the next video.